Wagwan, wagwan. Shout out to my man, Media Tutorials and Reviews. TR, he's doing very, very phenomenal. Go to that King's channel, show him some love. Conversation and reviews. You know what time it is. It's your boy Big Truck. Grab your shoulder pads and your helmet. Take it into the end zone and peep this shit out.
Three kids. How old are your three kids?
4, 6, and 8.
All by the same man?
Yes.
Why y'all not together?
We were married. We got divorced
When did you get divorced officially?
in September.
Last year?
Yes.
Okay. Oh, no wonder you're an esthetician. I'm like, your face is glowing. Okay, girlfriend, you are a model. You are a model for your business.
Oh, thank you.
So we got a Kia Atlanta 31. What's your zodiac sign?
I'm a Virgo.
Virgo. All right, she looks good. We got a Kia Atlanta 31 Virgo. Esthetician, self-employed, mom to 3 kids, all by your ex-husband, right?
Correct.
Okay. What kind of man you looking for, girl?
Okay, so I wrote it down because
She got a list. Oh, I wish I would have had my 2025. Oh, they're over there. I got 2025 manifestation glasses, but it's okay. I will call the chakras.
Okay, so I'm looking for a man that believes Jesus is Christ, like Jesus Christ is our Lord and Savior. I'm looking for a marriage-minded man because I would love to be remarried. I'm looking for a great leader, someone that's open-minded, emotionally intelligent, and a kind-hearted man.
Okay.
They want to know, why did you get divorced?
Great question.
We were together for 9 years, and honestly, I felt like we grew apart.
You little dipshit.
And when we first met, I was in my early 20s. And if I'm being honest, I felt like I really didn't have requirements then outside of like physically. I like him because he's tall, dark, and handsome, and he opens my door. But as the relationship...
Oh, fuck. One of my requirements is change that damn battery in your fucking smoke detector. Is it me? You know this is the third time I heard it, right? It's the third time it went off. Change that damn battery in that damn smoke detector before you come on the damn show.
It progressed. I felt like we weren't going in the same directions and our mindsets just started to drift apart. And I thought at one point, okay, in my mind, I see his potential. I know what he can be because he's a great man and he's a great dad. We got a beautiful schedule with our kids. I just thought I was putting too much pressure on him.
Nigga, you remember that shit I gave you last week, nigga? It's nothing.
He should have been, instead of just saying, okay, he is who he is. And I don't want to say I didn't like who he was, but I just feel like he wasn't a good fit for me.
Couple of things I want you guys to pick up on. First off, you hear that smoke detector beeping in the background. Second thing is I find it so ironic, these women that want God-fearing men that respect the sanctity of marriage. Meanwhile, you divorced him because y'all grew apart. A lot more is going to come out here in a couple of quick seconds, but ensure that you're keeping an eye out on the savage contradictions.
So it was your decision for the divorce?
Yeah.
Of course.
Okay. Of course.
All right. We was nosy, child. They was asking. Okay. What are your deal breakers?
I wrote that down too. So someone that doesn't believe in Jesus.
Let me just say this too. Women that come with these lists, let me just make this perfectly clear. Calm down, sit back, relax, and let yourself go. Let things flow on its own. Let's continue.
Christ, a man that doesn't want kids, or a man that doesn't have kids, a man with bad hygiene, a man that's lazy, a follower, a man that's a liar, and a man, okay, so I don't have a problem if you live with somebody and you have a plan. So I wrote down a man that lives with his family or, has a roommate, but sorry, that's my cat.
Even the cat says you full of shit. That's why the cat's getting involved.
Man with no plan, because if you're living with somebody, but you're saving up for a house, I can work with that.
Ready?
I prefer a man with kids.
Okay. Are you open to having more kids?
If my husband want another child, I wouldn't mind having another child, but I wouldn't, it's not my original thought to have another kid.
Okay. Now, should he look a certain way?
Just handsome. I like attractive men, men with good hygiene. I'm 5'8", so I do like a man that's on the taller side.
The stocks and bonds, artwork, shit that appreciates with value. What's the butter? Cars, clothes, jewelry, all that other bullshit that don't mean shit after you buy it.
We did that. Should he make a certain amount of money?
Pay attention.
Okay, 70,000.
Now, please remember the 70,000 as we go into the future. It's going to make a lot more sense.
Okay, at least 70K. Should he be in Atlanta?
If he isn't in Atlanta, he would have to be okay with like frequent visits, like coming often to Atlanta.
Okay. Let's do the Kendra Cam. They say Kendra Cats with a K. I love that y'all can make everything with a K. Simple.
The cat's more attractive than you.
Okay. So
She's preparing with them cats, baby.
Okay, we gotta see your legs. We can tell you in shape though. All right, you had 3 kids. You look good, girl.
All right, yeah. Okay. All right.
Decent shape for 3 kids.
So,
pay attention.
Akia, right?
yes,
Okay.
So, when was your last relationship? Your marriage?
my marriage.
Okay. You don't have to answer, but I'm gonna ask. When's the last time you was intimate with someone?
Not one to answer.
Okay. 3 flaws you have to work on.
Okay, I wrote that down. So
I love that you prepared.
I am an overthinker, so sometimes I do overthink. A flaw of mine that I can honestly say this is a major flaw. I'm super busy.
Looking like Beyonce's sister. No, one of your flaws should be changing that battery in that smoke detector, and feeding that cat. Go ahead.
super busy. I work hard. I'm self-employed.
Too busy to fix that smoke detector.
I'm working on
Thank you.
income, and I have kids. So I am busy, but I make time for the things that I find are important and worthy of my time. And I'm
Changing that smoke detector should be one of them. Dumb motherfucker.
I'm opinionated.
You're opinionated. Okay. We got some paid questions for you.
Now, before we get into the paid questions, that's not a good screen to pause on, is it? She presents fairly well, right? She came prepared. She has a bulleted list. It doesn't seem like her requirements are too crazy.
Yeah.
It's never the initial questions that really detail exactly the type.
How many of y'all remember the movie E.T.? Y'all remember E.T.? All right, peep game.
of person that she is, and someone donates in order to ask her a question that needed to be answered.
Albert C says, so when you grow apart from the next guy, will you divorce him too?
Yep.
But
We
once a
gotta be
God-fearing
equally up, then
man,
we won't grow apart.
That tells me you don't like to work through problems. You get hit with a storm, you run. When a storm comes, instead of you working through it, your ass gets up and run.
Grow apart, we grow apart. I'm not gonna stay in a situation where I'm not happy. I'm sorry.
Woo! Albert! She said, yep. Okay. We got another page.
Look at this dumb motherfucker.
any hesitation, she lets us know how deep into modern womanhood that she is. It's about me, I. I'm selfish as shit. And at the moment that I don't feel supported within my goals or my dreams, I will leave your ass. The only thing constant in life will be change. You get married that young, there has to be an expectation that change will occur. But marriage should be lifelong without a consideration for divorce unless there's extreme things happening within that marriage, ergo domestic violence. But oftentimes the mindset of the modern woman today is so selfish because it prioritizes their own happiness over the continuation of a family. And what's crazy is their vows probably says something to the effect of in good times and in bad, but they don't want bad, only good times. And
But they're not willing to work either. You know, they're not willing to work at the marriage.
now on the dating marketplace, a single mom times 3. But trust me when I say it gets worse.
Notorious NIG said, what percentage of the bills do you expect him to pay over a lifetime?
Percentage of the bills? I don't really necessarily have a percentage. I mean, I'm all about, I'm not 50-50. I'm not 50-50.
So, okay, does not 50-50 means you won't split 50-50?
Well, I just feel like 50-50 is in a different way. So, like, say he's not a cooker. Like I said, I cook a lot. So say he's not a cooker.
No,
Okay.
let's talk about bills.
Just money. Let's just talk just money.
Focusing on money.
Okay.
So are you not 50-50 with bills as in money?
No, I'm not 50-50 with bills as in money.
Okay. Now, you are an attractive girl. So let's start there. You are attractive. So maybe...
That don't mean shit, because in a relationship, in a marriage, we gonna split them shits. We're gonna both have something to come to the table when it comes to our household. 2 incomes is better than 1. Now, as a husband, I don't mind providing, because that's my job. But in the relationship phase, it is not my job to provide for you. Let's make that clear, because a large number of individuals got that shit twisted.
the rules will be bent because you're attractive, but I'm assuming in your marriage you wasn't 50-50, right?
So in the beginning, no, he paid all the bills.
Pay attention.
And especially while I was building my business, he took care of everything.
So the man was covering 100% while you were building your business. He took care of everything, and you left him.
And I took it home.
So the difference is you had his 3 children. So now the quest is to find a man that will be willing to pay for you and 3 children who are not biologically his.
Yep.
And what I hear at times, again, I'm just reciting what I hear.
Go off, Kendra.
Men usually don't mind
Watch your face
providing
change.
for their wives and the children that they
and
create.
their own kids.
Sometimes they have a reluctancy to take care of another man's kids.
Look at the face.
So in your next situation, I mean, you're attractive. So your attractiveness is going to work.
Keep going, Kendra.
I don't make the rules, people. I'm going to tell you what it is. So being attractive will help. So now the question is there a man who makes enough money to afford you and 3 kids that wants to do that for you? And that's the equation now, right? Like, the equation now is a man that can afford it. Does he want to financially be responsible for the bulk of the bills for 4 additional people?
I understand that. But I wouldn't expect a man to come in. So like right now, Dad takes care of his kids. I take care of my kids. So I'm not necessarily seeking a man to come in and just take care of me and my kids, and I just sit back, relax, and don't do a thing. Like, I don't mind contributing, but it won't be 50-50. That's all I was trying to say.
It won't be 50-50. So was it more like that?
Motherfucker, you just contradicted yourself. Okay. What benefit does it serve a man to take a woman and 3 of her children?
This shit right here, nigga. Right here. This shit, nigga.
Where I would usually dock Kendra for laughing at this ridiculous ass bullshit, the sister code, laughing at pure and utter delusion that will continue to keep this high requirement young lady single. But again, you had your husband, who you made 3 children with, take care of everything when y'all started the relationship so you can follow your dreams. You set up your business. And now that you're an independent queen and you have your own money, you leave him because you grew apart? You cannot make this shit up. And on top—
No. What happened was, now that your business got off the ground, you felt as though I don't need you.
Right?
I do.
So let's imagine this. So does he move in with you, or does he already have a home big enough for you and your kids?
We could buy together.
Okay, you could buy. So now, but not really buying it together, because you said he got to spend 80% more than you.
Yeah, he can put 80% down. I'll do my 20.
Shit.
Come on, Kendra. Get in there.
Okay, girl.
Shit.
And the kids are young, too, so the man that gets hit with this is going to have to do it for at least a decade.
Okay, let's keep going. So that actually your 3 flaws?
Yeah.
I did, right?
Yeah.
Why would a guy be lucky to be with you?
Okay, I wrote that down. So I said because I'm a God-fearing woman, I'm nurturing and loving, I'm optimistic, I'm
But you
loyal,
broke your vows.
and I feel
God-fearing.
like I'm a wife.
Yeah.
You feel like
feel
you're
wrong, baby.
Yeah.
You got some more paid questions.
Oh.
Let's
So,
go.
because okay, Richard Reloaded said that man held her down. And
Shout out to Rich Reloaded. Shout out to Rich. Let her know.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because I have so much respect for him, I won't go into the details of our marriage. But if he was on here, he had his doing, I had my doing, and we just decided that it wasn't best for us to stay together, especially for the kids. It became a toxic environment, and at that point, it's time for us to, part ways. So.
Okay. JC said all those compliments at the gym blew your head up. Go get your husband back.
I tried not to be. You know what?
You are on your way to being an old cat lady. I think, listen, you want to respond?
I just feel like, well, first off, it's not the gym because I was getting compliments before the gym. I was getting compliments before the kids.
Here we go.
I get compliments, period. But
Wow.
It's just,
She loves it.
Yeah, she lets that shit go to her head, which a large number of women do. She let that shit go to her head. And I see women like her every day, all day. And I look right past them. Because the looks and the body don't mean shit to me. Been there, done that, seen it. I had conversations, shook hands with the rest of them. I broke bread with the best of them.
That's what I see. If we was on lockdown, I think you get on your knees and fix it.
If that marriage was in God's will for me, I would have stayed. It wasn't for me, and I'm not going to stay in a situation because we had 3 kids and
If it was God's will.
and we were married. I wasn't happy. He wasn't happy.
I'm not even happy. I'm not happy that I have to sit here and listen to that damn battery in that fucking smoke detector.
Their sister code echo chambers convince themselves that they not only deserve more and will act to leave their husband, but will believe that a high-earning man will be waiting for them at the end of the tunnel to pick up the baggage.
Be careful of how you speak to people. Be careful of how you treat people. You only live once. So go out there and live your best life for many people to see. Take that with you and go be great. One love.